You know, I heard a little rumour. I think it must be true that while we've had so much fun here on Beta 1.2, now's the time to take the plunge, and it's a guarantee. By the end of today's episode, we'll reach Beta 1.3. Oh, hi. I've been waiting ages for you to arrive. Okay, today we need to upgrade ourselves to Beta 1.3, but before we do that, we have one more version to get through. So let's go! Look at that, it says it up there in the corner, Minecraft Beta 1.2_02, the penultimate version before we finally reach 1.3. And we should start with the boring stuff first. We're going to fly through this version because there isn't too much that was added here. But first things first, let's look at a couple of bug fixes. Perhaps one of the most controversial bugs in Beta 1.2 had to be the incorrect spelling of ink sac. My goodness. I mean, surely everybody knows that the biological animal sacs are spelt S-A-C, whereas sacs with a K are for those big bag-like things that humans use to put things in. And of course, the internet was furious about this spelling injustice. Oh, okay, well, perhaps not. But Mojang did realise their small mistake and correct the spelling anyway. Good for them. You might also remember that out at spawn we have a bunch of burning logs at the remnants of the Great Spawn Fire, and to have a look at this next bug fix, we're going to head out that way and see if anything has changed. Up until this version, a bug existed which would allow flammable blocks to stay lit even though they should normally burn out, and this is because if they were surrounded by non-flammable blocks, somehow this would cause them to stay alight forever, and I think this is what we've been seeing out at spawn, where we have a lot of floating logs in the air that are always lit and never burn out. It's possible that because they're surrounded by air blocks that this bug is kicking in, so I'm keen to see when we head out to spawn whether the spawn fire starts to disappear. And here it is, the Great Spawn Fire. Now, I'm not 100% sure of all of the mechanics of this particular bug, but we should get ourselves a good vantage point and see if we can observe any changes going on in this area. And this is where the fun ended. For me, at least. For you, it should be all sorts of entertainment. First, attacked by a skeleton. Oh, they're so annoying. So I try and line up the shot again, hoping it goes away. And of course, no. It's really starting to bother me now, so I go down to kill it. Thank goodness for that. Alright, back to work. But not for long. Because we get attacked by a zombie and die. Oh, okay. No, it's back. Oh, the frustration is really getting to me now. But we try again. I've got to collect all of my gear. Before a creeper explodes my tree. But never mind, there's only a minute or so of nighttime left. Let's try and get the shot. Okay, it seems peaceful. Everything's good. Until a tree. A tree appears. A tree grows up, right in my field of view. Well, I hope that gives you an idea of just how difficult it is for me to bring this to you sometimes. This game is challenging in its early versions and I've just got to work with it. But enough about bugs fixed. What about bugs added? And now for my next trick. I shall attempt to break this door in half using nothing but a cactus. Indeed, now to break this door, we are first going to have to place a cactus. And then I believe by placing a door next to the cactus, it should sort of break the door in half. So let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Look at that magic. We even get our door back. So what exactly do we have left here? Half a door? The top half of the door? Well, I can't interact with it, but I can break it. So it is a block. But nothing drops. What an interesting bug, though, being able to get half the door. I wonder where we could use this. I was wondering if we could use this over here somehow, maybe to make a couple of shutters in front of this window. It might be a bit difficult because it is a tight squeeze, so maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew, but I'm willing to give it a try anyway. So what we need to do, I think, is clear the floor and break these logs. We need to give ourselves a little bit of working room. Unfortunately, I have a wooden axe because a creeper or the zombie or whatever out at spawn, I lost my axe, but oh well, I can always get more. Okay. So we have to place the door first. Now, to place a door, I actually need to have the door on a solid block. So let's try, we want that one first. So if I place the door up here, yeah, that's the, oops, nearly broke the window. That's the wrong way around. The door actually has to be placed the other way because it needs to be butted up against the window. So, yep, okay, that's better. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is put a cactus right next to it, which means I need to break the blocks next to this so that there's a sufficient air gap either side here. So let's get some sand and put that here. Now, if I place the cactus here, it should break the bottom half of this door, leaving just this part of the door up here. So, moment of truth. Let's see what happens when I place this cactus. I can't place the cactus. Why can't I place the cactus? Aha, because silly me, I can't put the door first. I have to place the cactus first and then place the door. So here we go, moment of truth, and I need to be up this way to do it. Ready? Oh, look, we've got a little shutter. Okay, now we're going to try that again, one block lower down, and hopefully both doors will stay this time. So let's get rid of these blocks and do, oh, there's not enough room on the hotbar. Do exactly the same thing yet again. So here we need to get rid of this block and put down our cactus. And once again, we need to get a door ready for the moment of truth. Let's have a look. Let's see what happens. We have two little shutters right here on the window. Now, hopefully they'll stay when I put these log blocks back. Oh, and I did get my door back. I should have two doors, right? Yeah, I have two doors back. Okay, ready? Oh no! Oh, why did they break? Okay, I'm trying to be even more devious this time. I've brought these logs down so that I don't have to place a block next to the top section of the door. I think the block placement is causing a block update, which is causing the game to detect that that block shouldn't be there, the door frame part, and delete it. So, by placing these down here at this level, above the cactus, I should still be able to place the door right here, but because I don't have to place anything next to it, it should remain in place. So, let's give this another try. Place the door and... yes. Yes, that's perfect. Now, yes. Yes, okay, let's get rid of these. Once again, we'll put another cactus here, get our other door out, and try that again. Aha. Aha. It's perfect. And have a look at it from the inside. It looks great. I love it. Just what is this monstrosity? Well, I love exploiting these bugs and using them in fun and inventive ways, just as we've done up here with the space lamp. I want to try the same thing here with the doors. So I've burned 3 glowstone blocks. That's half of my remaining supply. I only have a total of 6. And we're going to use that as a new light above the table here. And I'm hoping I should be able to cover at least these 2 sides, maybe even the 2 ends we'll see indoors. All right, so how are we going to do that? Well, just by using the same mechanisms we've used before. I'm thinking that if I place a door here, right? I've got this section here covering the light. Now, if I place a cactus here, it should cause this part of the door to break. I'm doing it the wrong way around again, aren't I? Yes, I am. Okay, that's okay. Oh, I don't want to break that. Don't want to break that very expensive glowstone block. I keep doing it the wrong way around, but that's fine. We put the cactus down first and then the door. Ready? Done. Ooh, it's beautiful. Okay, so, oh, I see a problem here already. The issue is that we cannot place two doors next to each other. Okay, watch this. I've tried this out before. Boom. It causes a block update to the one next to it. So I wonder if there's something else we could do with this particular block in the middle, just to make it still look half decent. I mean, yeah, you can see I've injured myself quite a bit. I should be able to place one here and here at least, giving us these two ends. And I'm pretty sure I can do the ends and the other side as well. Now, what about this middle block? I have to make sure I place whatever it is in place before I place these two. Or maybe I should just leave it? I'm not sure. Well, what do you think? It's not too bad. I would rather have 3 door tops across the top, but there are not very many blocks in this game that you can place up against a glowstone like that. One of them is a picture which doesn't really look that great, so I figured I would go for the ladder. It is a similar texture, and it looks half decent. So now we just need to finish the ends. I've already done this end over here, and over here on the other side, yeah, you can see I was experimenting with a picture here which didn't really look too great. It was just too bright. So I'm going to finish this off now, and then we've got 2 lights in the house which are completely unique within the world of Minecraft. And look at that, it's a thing of beauty. Definitely a very unique looking light in Minecraft, and I'm very, very happy with this one. Maybe even more happy with this one than the orbiting buttons. I don't know. The 2 of them are extremely unique. Let's hope that we keep these for a very long time. There are a few things that I've learned about this process in doing it now. First is that you can't have any blocks underneath the top texture of the door here, because if you place a block underneath the door, it will cause a block update and this section above it will be removed. So it's really much better for things that are suspended in the air like this, or with nothing underneath them. I tried to make a little waste paper basket on the floor with this texture, but it just didn't work. The other thing is that you have to have an existing block next to the door top if you want it to remain in place with a block next to it, just like this ladder. I had to place this first and then do the door trick, because if you place a block, again, it causes a block update and then this block gets deleted. So you do have to prepare a little bit, but it's not too impossible. In fact, it's not too difficult at all. The other thing is that this is actually a door duplicating device. I now have 6 doors in my inventory as opposed to the 2 that I started with. So if I want to duplicate any doors, this is the way to do it. It's definitely a lot of fun playing with these glitches. Here I've managed to make a few little trellis things going on here, and they look so much like oak trapdoors from a distance, don't they? But when you get up close, you can definitely see that these are the top textures of the doors. It's a bit of a shame that I can't put solid blocks underneath, because now we've got these weird holes in the front, but it is a compromise that I've had to come to in order to pull that off. And I think I've had enough playing with this for now, because I believe this bug does stay in the game for a little while yet, so we can continue to use it in future versions. But for now, we have a few more things to do before that beta 1.3 upgrade I promised you. Screenshots. Yeah, around this time, Notch was experimenting with the screenshot system within the game, and he was working on some code that he didn't intend to put into the public release. But like we've seen a lot of times, things get left in, and this was a feature that was accidentally left in. Notch even tweeted about it himself, saying that it was left in by accident. Now, normally when you press F2, you get yourself a screenshot. You can see the date and the time that I've taken that screenshot, and it should be in the same screen resolution that I'm playing this game, which is currently 1080p. But if I use Shift F2, then this is going to take an absolutely massive high resolution screenshot. In fact, the resolution is going to be 36,450 by 17,700 pixels. That is a whopping 645 megapixels. And apparently when you take the screenshot, the game freezes and experiences some graphical distortions. So I am really keen to give this a go. All right, ready? Shift F2 right now. Oh wow. Okay, well, obviously the first thing that I've noticed is that it's made my character shift, and the second, it's finished. Huge.tga. That didn't take too long at all. I'm going to go and explore this. Okay, well, hilariously, this isn't quite what I expected. Luckily, this is 10 years on now from where Minecraft was back in 2011, so I have a reasonably powerful PC, and it didn't take long to take that screenshot, and it didn't take long to open it up here either. But look at the screenshot that it's taken. It's kind of a mixture between forward-facing camera and rear-facing camera. I mean, this is the back of my head, although the screenshot, when I took it, I was facing the camera. You can see my little bottom here all bent down. And this is the fence in front of me, and this is the fence in front of me from the rear perspective. It's pretty weird. What I expected to see was across the lake, which is what we're seeing down here in the bottom, but not on the top. So yeah, that's very, very strange. Now, if I zoom in to this image, it should just be so ridiculously high resolution that you can't see any artifacting at all. So I'm keen to see what sort of things we can see. I mean, over here you can see right through the bedroom window, which is really, really cool. And let's see, down the bottom here, you can see ultimate detail of the leaves. That's some very detailed leaves. I'm going to take another one of these, but I'm going to take it in proper forward-facing camera style with the F1 up, and we'll see what that one looks like instead. Well, you can see a video of me taking the image down in the bottom left there because it's just too flashy, and I didn't want to overload all of you with too much busy flashing on screen, but this is a much better shot. It's actually, it's quite clear, but it's also quite foggy because there's some distance between me and the other side of the lake. So if I zoom in on this one, you can see the detail of this fencing here, but it is a little bit foggy. So if we go over here to the chests, for example, you can see every single pixel of all of these logs and everything. So the resolution is very, very good. I mean, over here on the mountains, let's have a look. You can see each individual block. Yeah, I really like the resolution. So this is quite a nice way of taking some ultra high resolution screenshots. Look at this. You can even see the broken water source in the middle of the lake that I have to go back and fix. But I might just wander around this world for a little bit now and see if there's anything else out there that I might like to go and take a nice picture of. Oh, and by the way, the image size is 1.8 gigabytes. Wrap your head around that for a minute. We're so close now. So close. Oh, look, there's my new light. We're so close now to our upgrade to beta 1.3. And when we do, we're going to see our painting texture fixed. And before we upgrade, I also want to make sure that we take advantage of a crafting recipe change that's coming up in beta 1.2. I'm going to gather up in my world all of the cobblestone that I have. Look at those torches. What's going on today with all of the reverse camera zooms? I'm going to gather up all of the cobblestone that I have in the world and convert it into slabs because slabs are about to come a little bit more expensive, and you'll see why in the next version. But let me do that odd job, and then by the time I'm done, I believe that's it. That's a lot more than I need. That's probably plenty to last me for quite a while, and I am sick of all of the clicking because you have to drag and drop everything between the chest and your inventory, and then the inventory and the crafting bench, and then the crafting bench to your inventory, and then your inventory to the chest, and oh, it's just a lot of clicking. So that's everything we need to do in beta 1.2_02, and I need to head back home because it's time to upgrade the world. Are you ready? And welcome to Minecraft Beta 1.3. Now, I did say at the beginning of the episode that we would be in Beta 1.3 by the end, and here we are. We definitely are. If I click single player, it says that the world must be converted because Minecraft Beta 1.3 introduces a brand new world save format. And we're going to go into all of this in the next episode because we've run out of time today. So, as I convert my world, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's watched today's episode. If you're new to the channel, then I hope you enjoyed the content. Click the subscribe button, leave a comment, leave a like, whatever you like. Or perhaps check out the link to Patreon down in the description below, or join the Discord. There's also a link down in the description below. I also want to say a huge thank you to my patrons. Your support means everything to me. Thank you very much. Well, this is all taking a little bit longer to convert than I expected, so while we're waiting, let me know what feature of Beta 1.3 you're looking forward to seeing me look at the most. But until the next episode, this has been bugmancx. You've been watching Minecraft The Journey. See you in Beta 1.3. Bye-bye.